guests, stakeholders, delegates, and my fellow brothers and sisters. When we talk about compensation and reparation for the Rohingya people, we do not only speak about money and material things. It is about restoring our dignity, our rights, and our future as human beings. The world has witnessed the systematic violence committed against the Rohingya. Mass killings such as those in Gudabieng village and Tulatuli village by the Myanmar military in 2017, and more recently in Hoyasuri village by the Arkan army in 2024. We have endured repeated mass displacement in 1978, 1991 and 92, 2012 and 2016, 2017, 2024 and now even in 2025. Our villages were burned and destroyed. Our mothers and sisters were subjected to sexual violence, and our people have suffered decades of persecution and discrimination. These are not isolated incidents. They are crimes against humanity committed openly before the world's eyes. Any meaningful reparation must begin with accountability. Those responsible for genocide, whether the Myanmar military or the Arkan army, must face justice in international courts. Without justice, there can be no real reconciliation. Second, we expect restorations of our rights. For decades, we were stripped of our very identity as citizens. Our citizenship was taken away. Our movement was restricted, and access to education and employment was denied. We were left vulnerable, voiceless, and stateless in our own homeland. What we expect is simple, yet fundamental, to regain full and equal citizenship in Myanmar. We want national identity cards, the right to vote, and the freedom to live and work and learn without fear or discrimination. This is not a privilege. It is our basic human rights, and it is the only foundation upon which trust can rebuild. The cycle of injustice can finally be broken, so that history does not repeat itself for future generation of Rohingya. That we expect restitution of our lands and properties. We lost our homes, farmlands, businesses, entire villages were burned to the ground. No one in this world willingly abandons even an inch of their own lands. Yet, we were forced to leave everything behind. Since 2012, many of our people have been trapped in the C2 IDP camps. For the past 8 years, countless others have enjoyed life in the refugee camps of Cox's Bazar, where existence begins and ends under a sheet of tarpaulin. And even today, in 2025, some of our people survive only by eating leaves from the forest and drinking water from the streams in Arkan state. This is not life. It is waiting with nothing but the hope of one day returning home. The reparation means restoring our lands and properties so we can rebuild our homes, our livelihoods, our dignity. Our children have been denied education for decades. Their futures are stolen before they could even begin. Education is the foundation of any nation, the key to rebuilding a better tomorrow. Yet, it was taken from us. We have seen how educated youth of countries like Bangladesh became the driving force of progress and development. Our young people too could help rebuild Myanmar if only they are given the chance to learn, to live in safety, and to grow with dignity in their own homeland. But instead, our educated youth and professionals were threatened, persecuted, and forced to flee. Many sought refuge in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, and beyond. Today, too many of them survive on the streets, in detention centers, or in conditions of despair, living a life of waiting, not belonging, longing for the day they can return home, as others in the world freely do. True compensation must heal these wounds by restoring education and hope for our next generation. Finally, we expect international responsibility. For nearly 8 years, Bangladesh has shouldered the burden of hosting over 1 million of us. The international community must share the responsibility by supporting both refugees and host communities, ensuring continued humanitarian assistance, and praising Myanmar for a safe and dignified repatriation process. Honorable guests and my fellow brothers and sisters, compensation and reparation are not a favor or charity. They are our rights. What we seek is simple: justice for the crimes committed against us, restoration of our citizenship and legal rights, return of our lands and property, support to rebuild our lives and futures, and recognition of our dignity and identity. If these are fulfilled, we will not only regain our homes, we will also regain our place as equal human beings in this world. Thank you.